They wanted to charge €111 to deliver a €40 exhaust piece. Yeah, but it's all open to the elements at the moment. So what we're going to do is make up a temporary room with the ceiling. All you do is put it on there, you get a good hold of it and you push, and it should go over. Doesn't always work.
Hello and welcome to our channel, Portugal on a Shoestring.
Right, we've got the exhaust, so that got delivered yesterday. Yeah, we were in Queenborough at the time, so we had to get the guy to leave it by the house, but we got through it. One thing I like to say, normally I'd buy stuff from Autodoc in Portugal, and I did have a look at them this time. However, something you should be aware of is that they wanted to make a bulky delivery charge, basically because this is longer than the standard bits. And I'm okay with that, you know, that's reasonable. It's the amount they wanted to charge. They wanted to charge €111 to deliver a €40 exhaust piece. Yeah. Anyway, I found another supplier, Auto Fixer, and they were the same price for the exhaust, and it was €21 for the delivery. So yeah, we got it from them instead. That got to come all the way from Poland. It's still cheaper than ordering from Portugal and paying €111 delivery. Anyway, let's crack on and we'll jack this van up, take the old exhaust off and fit the new one. We got the CV boot as well, so probably not today because it's probably going to rain this afternoon, but we'll get that sorted as well. Right, let's crack on. Now, quite often these brackets or clamps snap when you try and undo them. That's why I've bought new ones ready. Ooh. Sometimes you're lucky and they come off. But in my experience, they quite often snap. That's quite good. So far, so good. That's it. Right. Now what usually happens is this is all rusted and it's murder to get out. But we'll give it a few taps and we'll see what happens. Yep. Yeah, rusted to buggery. We'll spray a bit of WD-40 on it first, let that soak, and we'll do the front. Right, I'll go and get some WD. Oh. Oh dear. Don't want to be taking the whole thing off if I can help it. Right, I think we'll have to, we'll cut it and we'll take the back silencer off and then we can deal with it off the car, which would be easier to do. The front one, once this is released, we may be able to get that to turn. Let's go and set up some cutting equipment. Right. What we'll do, we'll take that out from the back and then we can just work on this joint off the car. Let's have a quick hit at the front and see if we can get that roost off. There we go. Bit of effort, but it got there. Right, that's the exhaust mount broken. Oh, I haven't ordered one of them. I think I can get one of them locally, so that's not so bad. So, this is the bad end, that's rusted in. What we'll try and do, we'll try and just open it up a little bit and see if we can work it out. If not, we may have to cut it. Now what we're going to do is, between this, we'll try and open this slit up a little bit, but then we want to collapse this pipe. So we'll get a chisel inside and push it down. We'll try opening this up a little bit first.
You'll have it your way. Maybe someday it'll all work out. Until then, nope, a nope, a nope, a nope, definitely nope, a nope, nope, a nope. Probably never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. Oh no.
There we go. There we go. We'll just have to, we'll fill that with exhaust cement and tighten it up. That'll be fine. Alright, let's get this rear silencer back on the car. Alright, so I'm going to have to trim that that front pipe down a bit, which is not a bad thing because it's a bit rusty.
Bom dia.
Bom dia.
Banha Oliveira.
Oliveira? Yeah, yeah. Alright, we're going to try and do a little repair here. I'm not sure if you can see the cracked tile. That drips water when it rains. We're eventually going to put a temporary ceiling in here just to close it off, because this is the access to our little bathroom. Now this will get rebuilt eventually, but for the moment it works and it's adequate. But it's all open to the elements at the moment. So what we're going to do is make up a temporary room with a ceiling, just to close it in for the winter. Probably knock it all down next year, so it is only temporary. But as a consequence, we need to stop this leak before we put the new ceiling on. Right, let's see what we can do. Alright, that's that one done. Oh. So to continue with this, we've fixed the roof, we've checked it for a few days, it's been absolutely chucking it down. It's actually thrown it down at the moment. Hence the very poor light in here, so I apologise for that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the steel framework to make a false wall, and all we're going to do is we're going to put uprights. I'm not going to cut them, just going to put them in full height. We'll actually be putting in the ceiling in about here, but the uprights will actually go much further. The idea that this is a temporary setup just to get us over the winter. Next year we'll sort something else, but when we come to take it down, it means that all the steels will still be full length and we can reuse them somewhere else, whether it's in here or elsewhere. And it's just going into empty space, so it doesn't matter if they're long. So we'll crack on and we'll make a start. Right, so that's that wall done. That's all it needs. We'll plasterboard up to here, and this doubles as the support for the ceiling rafters. As this is only a temporary wall, I'm just using polyurethane adhesive, so no nails, and we're just going to glue these in just to hold them upright. Once the roof joists are in place, it'll hold it all steady. But till then, this will just give it a bit of support. Hello, piggy, piggy, piggy. Piggy, piggy, piggy. That exhaust is replaced. I need to go and get a rubber mounting for it because it's split when I was taking the old one off. So I'll pick that up from, there's a local Renault dealer, I'll just pick one up from them. I know it's definitely going to be right then. A couple of quid more, but yeah, worth it. Now, the other thing the van failed on was the CV boot on the left hand side. So that's the next job. So first things first, we'll loosen off the hub nut before we jack up the car. Just makes it easier, it's not going to spin round on you. Now this is a 30mm bolt, so yeah, let's crack on. There we go. Just need a bit more brute force and ignorance. There we go. Didn't even have to wind it up. I'm just going to put that on there so that it doesn't get lost and the thread doesn't get damaged. that can be moved out of the way. There's two ways to do it. You can either take that bottom joint off, or if you're lucky, this might come off. But this is a bit more, but it does give you more movement. I'm not sure. Less likelihood of damaging the bottom ball joint if I take this off. It's not too bad, but it's got a split there, so yeah, needs to come off. Right, that's it assembled, or disassembled, I should say. Ready to put the new one on. But first things first, let's tidy this up so we're reasonably clean, so we don't get all sorts of crap in here. Now this, I've had this soaking in water for a bit. Now this has to go on that way. Now obviously that's not going to go over this CV joint. So I'll just popping this back in some hot water. Hot water softens it, makes it easier. Okay, so what we use to get this on is, it's called an installation cone. It's basically a plastic cone, narrow at one end, wide at the other, and it sits over the CV joint like that, and then we push the boot over it and it pops off the end, all in place. It's good, but it won't go up there on its own, so you have to lubricate it. Now with the CV boot you'd always get a packet of grease, so use a bit of that, and just put a blob on there, and you want that spread. It's not a nice clean job or anything, but it needs to be done. You don't have to go right the way to the top because it'll get scraped up that way anyway. And once you've got that there and your boot is heated up in the water, that's turned inside out. Now all you do is you put it on there, you get a good hold of it and you push, and it should go over. Doesn't always work. You start to lose grip, so there we go. Right, now you take the cone off and you turn the boot the right way round again. Obviously everything gets covered in grease. It's an unpleasant job, but it's the easiest way to get it on. Before you actually close this up, you take the rest of that packet of grease and you squirt it all inside. Doesn't matter where, as long as it goes inside. It'll all spread itself later. Now to secure these, it comes with 2 steel clamp rings. You have 2 little teeth that locate on these. So what you do, you wrap it around the shaft. So I don't think you can see that very well, can you? Right, we'll do the big one and you'll be able to see that better. So, like I say, this has 3 teeth on this one, but you just push them together and it'll pop open like that. Work out the direction of rotation, and the tail should be at the back of the rotation. So it's rotating that way, the tail should be trailing, if you understand what I mean. Make sure you're on the CV joint properly all the way around, and then just sort of tighten it up as much as you can. You'll be tightening it up later separately. That's all it needs to be for the moment. Now there are special tools for this, but what I generally use is a pair of nail pincers. Right, that's that done. Right, now we've just got to sort out the centre exhaust bracket and swap the tyres over and do the headlamp aim. Job for another day. Oh. You need to push it all the way over. So, you get a good hold of it and you push. Like I say, sometimes it works dead easy, sometimes it takes a few goes.
É mecânico,
Sim.
é pedreiro, é carpinteiro.
Do everything. Do, yeah.